Hey y'all, VPG, the Uber lady is here, and I just want to do a quick video. I'm on my way to this fucking job. I've said it before, I hate it. I hate going. It's fucking depressing. Like, I'm literally having like some emotional issues in my life, and at least 50% of it is due to my job. Flat out. What I do, my job is not hard. What I do is I screen people to see if they're eligible for Social Security benefits. Now, the job itself is not hard. Like, literally, once you learn it, you have to put no thought to it. You ask the same questions all day, day in, day out. You take over 100 calls a day, blah, blah, blah. Most people are hanging up, leaving voicemails, whatever. Now, when I first started working for the company I work for, they tried to make it seem like, it's all about helping people, and oh my God. At the end of the day, it's really about numbers. That's what it's really about. You get no breathers. They real petty. They clock how much time you go to the bathroom. They clock how much time you have like little breaks. So my thing is, it's been jobs I've had before, like, and if we had maybe 2 10s or 2 15 breaks plus our lunch, they wasn't paying attention how much time you go to the bathroom. The person who runs the call center at my job is a fucking dick. He's fucked up. I ain't gonna say he racist because he fuck with black people or prejudice. Let me see. I would say prejudice or sort of racist, because he likes gay people but he don't like gay men. So I don't know if that says something about his sexuality, or I should say openly gay men. He just fucked up. Like, I just don't like the man who ran the call center. Like, to the point where at my job, I'm good at my job, but I literally try to do everything right at my job just so this nigga ain't got it. Well, he a white guy, but I'm gonna call him a nigga. Just so he ain't got to say shit to me. Like, for real. Like, so anyway, this is my thought. In Cleveland, they don't pay as much, and we're considered a major city. Cleveland, Ohio is where I'm from. Was where I drive most of the time. Outside limits of Cleveland, whatever. And Cleveland does not pay as much as other cities doing Uber. You got other people in other cities that Ubering is their only job. Literally. Like, they, make good money doing Uber every day. Like, this is their full-time gig. Now, when I first signed up for Uber, it was just strictly for extra money. But what happened was, I was working at another call center. I was working for Hoover and Dirt Devil at the time. Their call center. I ended up getting a car. I got a new car, a 2014 Camry. And then I started getting garnished for a credit card that I had when I was like 19 years old. People, they always tell you it's a statute of limitations on credit. Don't believe it. Because that shit was like, it wasn't 20 years old, but it was definitely like 15. It was over 15 years old. Keep that in mind. Period, point blank. Anyway, well, no, it was over 10 years old. It might not have quite been 15, because I'm turning 36 now. So that was about 3 or 4 years ago. Either way, it was over 10 years old. Anyway, so I started getting garnished, so I'm like, damn, I need something to do. So the guy that I was dating at the time told me about Uber. He like, you got a nice newer car. He said that he was going to sign up for it, and when he signed up, they accepted him almost. No, they didn't accept him. That's what happened. He wasn't accepted because of the year of his car. At that time, I think he might have had like a 2003 Sebring, like a Chrysler or whatever. At the time, I think it had to be like 2008 or better or something. I don't know. I've been driving for Uber almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in August. So this was 3 years ago. Uber has since changed, I've heard. I've always had a kind of newer car, so I've never had to really worry about that. Anyway, so I started Uber as a second job. or not a second job, extra, something for extra money, and I see that it was more than that. When I was driving, I used to drive like late nights. Man, I used to be making at least $100 a night. So if I would drive every night, well, I wouldn't even say $100. If I kept driving, I could have made $100 a night. But like, I got off at like 7, 6, somewhere around there. I would have to go home, check on my son, make sure he was cool, and then I would leave back out. So I was making, I would say, at least $50 a night, and that was driving maybe from 10 to 2 or 10 to maybe, well, no, I don't know. But for me at the time, it was good enough money. It was cool. So, I had at least $50 in my pocket each day. You know what I'm saying? So that's 5 days a week. And then on Saturdays, I was making at least $100 a day. So I would drive Monday through Friday and make at least $50 a night, that's $250. And then on Saturday, make at least another $100. So that was like $350 a week. That was good money for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. I realized that I could make more money. I would literally go on Facebook, take my little code, and I would just put it in comments on people's videos, on viral videos. And then I would make more money off of that. $10, with like whatever the amount would be, $5, $10, $15. It went up to $25 at one time for referrals for Facebook. I wouldn't say I was making so much money, but I was making money like hand over foot. Days when I wouldn't drive, I would see money coming into my account, like, where the fuck this come from? Like, not even knowing where certain money can. And I had to think about it like, oh, so I don't do that as much, but that's a good tip. You can use your code and put it on videos or any social network. Put your code on social network, on videos, viral videos, like comedians, chefs. They have videos, and you have people who that's what I used to do. Just copy it from the app and paste it right into base videos on Facebook. Okay, fast forward. After a while, I started driving for myself, meaning that I was still giving people rides, but I was charging my own prices. I started doing that because I noticed that some people was like, oh, I can't figure out the app. Can I just request you? Can you just take me? So it started being a thing where people was trusting me because they know, most people know that to drive for Uber, you got to have a pretty good driving record. You have a good background, blase, blase, blase. So they trust me, especially with their children. This started off with me taking people's kids to practice, picking them up from school, things like this. Now, when I really went full-fledged into that is when I lost my job. This was about a little over a year ago. I lost my job, and I had to figure out a way, because sometimes the app will be moving slow. So I had started getting regular Ubers where I was picking up somebody regular rides where I was picking somebody up from their house every day, taking them to work, dropping them off, and then picking them up from work every day. So if I charge them $30 a day, or depending on where they live, it might be $20 a day. But because I'm dropping them off every single day, that would be $100 in a week. Because I'm dropping them off every single week, I would do $15 a day. So I would make, that amount of money. So it ended up working out for me with like 75 rather than 100. So it ended up working out for me in that sense, because I was making that money, plus if somebody else called me during the day, plus I would turn the app on, plus at the time I was driving for Lyft, which I don't anymore. I don't like them. I will never work for Lyft again unless they give my money back, but that's another story. I think I told that story before, or whatever. So what I'm thinking now is I really, 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 really hate my job. I hate it with all my heart and soul. I don't want to work there no more. I really get to the point where I don't want to work at a call center. I want to work in an office maybe environment, but I don't want to work in the call center. I'm tired of being on a dialer. I'm tired of you know, ting in my ear. Hello, blah, 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 ding, blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of that. Sick of it. I don't mind being on the phone, or even maybe working with people, like if it was on a face-to-face at a desk type of situation. But just being on the dollar, answering phones, so tired of it. Even if it was a manual type of thing where I could manually dial numbers, it would be different. But just sitting on the phone waiting for another call to come in, can't get a breath, gotta get up, they telling you when you can go to the bathroom. Oh, don't go to the bathroom the first hour or the last hour of the day. They clocking you. Oh, you 1 minute over. Oh, you getting dinged for that. Oh, if your wrap up is not good, then you're getting rolled up. Like, it's just to the point where I'm fucking tired of it. But I'm really honestly thinking that if I can make, okay, I'm gonna spit y'all with a little truth. It is what it is. I make a little over $13 an hour, okay, at what I do. Like I said, the job is easy, but the stress that comes along with it, the bullshit that comes along with it, the way they try to make it like they help people and it's really all, it's a numbers game. The more you make, the more calls you make, the more people you talk to, the more people you screen, the more money they get. Fuck them. So I'm really at a point right now where I want to make my own money, and I believe that I can. Now, the thing is, I'm in a relationship. I have a boyfriend. We have a house together. Both of our names are on our lease. Okay? We signed this lease together. We have a 1,300 square foot house, you know, in the suburb. Now, this is something, you know, we've done together. And of course, you know, I have to keep up my end of the bargain. Our rent is $1,000, which means I gotta have my $500 every month. Now, the whole thing about, you know, working, if I decide to work for myself, is that if something happened to my car, then I'm messed up. But at the same time, my boyfriend has a car as well. So what I would have to do is like pick him up and drop him off, get my car fixed, and then continue to work. So it's like I have the thought, I really want to present it to him and let him know, like, and he really doesn't watch my videos, so he probably won't even see this for like a long time. I know for sure that I can make $100 a day. And with me making what I make now at my job, in 2 weeks with medical coming out, I pay for parking. We have a little thing where we have a cafe where they take it out of our check. I probably spend about roughly $15 to $20 in there a week. Not no more than that. I remember one time I got up to like $24. I was pissed off. But I roughly spend about $15 to $20 in there a week. So like I say, with medical coming out, vision, dental, parking, the cafe, what else come out of there? You know, and the regular taxes and stuff. I probably bring home between $850 and $9-ish. I ain't never had on $9 check. Let me just let y'all know that. Yeah. Now, so that would really be, because that's in 2 weeks. So that would really be, bring home $425. $425 in 1 week to make $850 every 2 weeks. I know for a fact that if I work for myself, I can make $100 a day. I know it. I know it. I would have a backup plan because I would have another vehicle if I needed to. Okay. I would be able to pay extra bills, and I'd be able to set my own schedule. If I want to get up at 6 a.m. today, if I want to get up at 10 a.m. tomorrow, if I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I would be able to do this. But really convincing my boyfriend of this I don't know how easy it's gonna be, because you know, in his mind, bitch, get your ass up and go to work. Of course, he's not saying bitch, but that's his thought. Like, get your motherfucking ass up and go to fucking work and get that money that you know for sure you can make. But if I could just tell him that I know for sure that I can make this $100 a day, I know that I can. If I can work off the app. I can do my personal Ubers. You feel me? And I done signed up for all these other little things. DoorDash. I'm already with Skip the Dishes. I can do Uber Eats, which I told you I don't fuck with Uber Eats. That shit is garbage. I just signed up for Instacart. You know, all these other, I'm on the waiting list for Amazon. I'm on the waiting list for Cluster Truck. Like, these are some other things that I really want to, that I'm going to try, you know, when my opportunity come. But I'm just really at a point right now where I know that I can do it, and I can make more money working for myself. I know that I can. I know I'll be happier. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to, like I said, set my own schedule, do what I want to do. Like, I just feel like I should just work for myself. I know I can do it. With my personal rides I do, and working on the Uber app, and doing whatever other little hustles I might have going on, plus DoorDash and Instacart and Skip the Dishes, and like I say, Amazon Flex when that comes through, Cluster Truck when that comes through. I can do that. And then if push come to shove, if it don't work out, I'm back to the temp agency getting me another job. Like, but I'm telling you, I know I can make, hell, I know for a fact I can make, so let's see, the way I work right now, hell, I can make $450 a week. I can make, because there's times over the weekend, if I really hustle and work in a weekend, and that's like Friday night, Saturday, maybe some of Sunday, I can make $200 just over the weekend. Let's see, within those 3 days, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, and some of Sunday. That ain't even a whole Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's times I done made a couple hundred and didn't work at all on a Sunday. Like, period. Because I'm like getting ready for the week, washing. Like, yesterday we barbecued, my boyfriend washed, my son was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready for the week. So it's times when I haven't worked at all on Sundays and still made a couple $100 over the weekend. I don't know. It's worth it. I'm putting the miles on my car. I mean, it is what it is, though. I'm not planning on reselling it. I'm planning on driving this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, it is like more maintenance on my car. I've tried to add that in, but I don't really know. I know I'm going to end up having to get new tires and brakes. And these are things, like, I take care of my cars. The last car I had, the only thing I didn't do was I didn't get new tires before, like, I hadn't gotten new tires. And if I would have kept it when I got my income tax this year, that's what I would have did. But other than that, I kept up with everything on my other car. Like, you know. So I'm just thinking, like, would it be worth it to me? Because the same maintenance I do on my car now, I would be making more money. And working my own schedule. Definitely be happier. I don't know. I'm going to have to present it to my boyfriend like a actual business plan. And just see what he thinks. But we'll see. Thanks for listening. Bye.